Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tropical candle haul. So these candles came out a while back. You know, I have my little absence from YouTube, but hopefully these are still at least kind of relevant. I have a test candle to share with you guys, so hopefully it's still relevant, but if it's not, what can you do? Yes, so today I'm just going to be hauling the tropical collection of candles. So yeah, these candles, or at least most of the scents, come out normally every year. So yeah, the majority of them probably do. So you know, it's kind of like your coconut beachy scents that you can expect every summer from Bath & Body Works. So if you're interested in hearing about those candles, go ahead and continue watching this video. So the first one that I have here is Waikiki Beach Coconut. This is what it looks like this year. It's kind of in a pinkish color. Actually, in years past, I feel like it's been like green or like maybe like a light blue before, so pink is a different choice, but I'm here for it. And here's what the lids look like on these candles. They're kind of recycled from that one like other spring collection we had with Aloha Kiwi Passion Fruit. But anyway, the notes for Waikiki Beach Coconut are here. They read tropical white coconut, saltwater breezes, and sun-bleached woods. So this is a scent that comes out year after year. I feel like the first year it came out was 2016, but it's came out every year since then. So what this smells like is a very beachy coconut. You know, you kind of expect it's super like intense and kind of like a drippy like coconut water would be. It's not really like milky, you know, kind of like some coconut scents can be. It's very like fresh in the sense that it's kind of watery and kind of aquatic almost. And I feel like there is somewhat of like a fruitiness in here. I know it's weird. I've always thought this, and it's never been in the notes, at least as far as I know. But I've always got like an apple note from this. So this one's kind of hard to describe for me, which is weird. You know, normally I can describe scents pretty easily, but this one's a little bit hard for me. So let me know what you all think about Waikiki Beach Coconut. Said it with my nice southern accent there. So yeah, not too good at explaining this one, but there that one is. And another returning fave that we have this year again is Mango Mai Tai. I just love the packaging on this collection. It's kind of like uses black and white graphics and then like a color block kind of detail right there. So we have Mango Mai Tai. Here is the notes for this scent. They are fresh mango nectar, exotic jasmine, and sun-kissed grapefruit. So what I get from this one, it's so good. It's kind of like a fruit punch scent. Like, you know, there's, it's just kind of pretty generic. Is a good word for it. You know, it just kind of rolls in with all of the other Bath & Body Works fruit scents, but it's a little bit like has some uniqueness to it at least. With like their, I feel like the floral does lightly come through. It's like different, but it almost kind of evokes like a spiciness to it, or you know, like perfume kind of has that almost spicy effect to it. If that makes sense. If anyone doesn't think I'm crazy for saying that. And the grapefruit is another strong note in this candle. It definitely has that citrusy kind of bite to it almost. So that is a Mango Mai Tai right there. Classic scent. Have to get it. And the next one that I'm going to get out of the way. We're kind of focusing on the classics right now. Another one that always comes back and is again here this year is Isla Margarita. But like I said, they're kind of liking to play with the colors this year. So we have a blue Isla Margarita, which we've never had before. It's always been like green, that, you know, like lime green color. So here we have it in blue this year. Here is the notes for it. They read sweet mandarin, island mango, and sea salt. So someone, I forget if it was on Facebook or Instagram or on YouTube, I can't even remember, but someone mentioned that this smells different from past Isla Margaritas, and I probably wouldn't have picked it out if no one had mentioned it, or if I hadn't have done like a side-by-side with my older one, but I do agree there is a little bit of a difference. What I get from, well, let me just back up and talk to you all about what I get from the scent, like, in general. So, Isla Margarita is kind of, I've always got, like a really fruity scent from it. Kind of mango, kind of like, what does it say? It says sweet mandarin and island mango. So, yeah, it's kind of the citrus-based fruit, if that makes sense. So, you get that, like, tartness from the citrus, kind of comes across like a drink. And there is, like, truly a really unique, like, sea salt note in there. Kind of, you know, evokes that salted rim of a margarita. They totally nailed it with that kind of conceptual idea. So that is what I get from the scent in general. But as far as variations this year, I feel like this one amps up the citrus just a little bit more and kind of has like that tart kind of effect more than the older ones, which kind of focused on the more drippy kind of like fruit scent, if that makes any sense at all. So that's what I got from Isla Margarita this year. What do y'all think about the blue? I'm really digging it. Really like the, I don't know, I just love the packaging on this collection. I feel like it's so like classy, but also like kind of fun and frilly at the same time. And next I have some kind of unique scents that are new for this year. And first off, that is Pineapple Sunrise. In this gorgeous like mint green kind of teal wax and packaging. So here's the notes for this one right there. They are juicy island pineapple, crisp Persian lime. I want to say Parisian for some reason. I guess you could. And warm coconut musk. So this one I feel like has kind of gotten a bad rap in the community, at least from what I've seen. And I'm not too sure why. Everyone is saying that this one is like just kind of like golden pineapple luau, just another pineapple scent, but I have to totally disagree. I feel like this one is so crazy unique, and I'm surprised more people don't pick up on it. So what I get from this one is, you know, I will give the people that it is very similar to golden pineapple luau in the sense that it's that kind of drippy, like, intense, kind of like out of a can pineapple, you know, almost like on the edge of artificial. And, you know, that comes through in here, but, the coconut also definitely comes through. And I feel like we haven't had, like, a true pineapple coconut scent in a long time. So, kind of, it almost feels like a pina colada, in the way that the coconut kind of goes through. So, those, notes both come through, and they're, it just really kind of feels tropical, if that makes sense. Like, just there's like a fresh, almost like drink-like quality to this. So, and that is what I got from Pineapple Sunrise. Super unique. I just love it. Really, really beachy. And, kind of, you know, gives that, kind of like atmosphere, almost kind of feel to the scent. So, I'm a big fan of Pineapple Sunrise, but it has gotten a lot of kind of hate in the community, almost. So that was my thoughts on that. And also, we have the really gorgeous salt flower right here in this light purple kind of lilac wax. Love the look of these. Like, I just cannot get enough. So, the notes on salt flower are right here. It's soft ocean air, coastal orchids, and golden sun rays. Now, this one is very, very hard for me to explain. And like I said, I don't struggle with too many scents as far as, like, explaining them. But this is one that I am just, like, kind of stumped by, to be honest. So, when I first smell it, some things that come to mind are kind of, like, delicate, nondescript, just kind of neither here nor there florals. And, also, it's very powdery. Like, some people interpret it, like, grainy-ish, you know, that, like, puff of, like, powdery, like, softness comes through in this one. And I don't know what else I can even say about it. It just, the way the notes kind of work together comes across kind of like a generic perfume. I mean, I know it's a weird comparison, but almost kind of like Moonlight Path is that, like, light floral kind of powder musk, almost like, combination. Is what, I'm getting from this one. There is a light, you know, I feel like I mentioned this on Instagram, but it almost reminds me of French lavender in the way that it's like a intense floral, but it's very, like, softened and almost, like, watered down is, what I get from this one. And there is like, if anyone remembers that Tahiti passion flower candle or the, what was it, the beach orchid candle, those had like the same kind of intense floral scents, but like very like powdery, soft, like lightened variations of those florals is what you know, kind of reminds me of this scent. So salt flower is a very different one. Kind of this like was a bad combination of candles to put together because I kind of struggle with describing some of them, but there was my best take on salt flower. And lastly, save the best for last, we have some test candle action. So here is Island Chai. This is actually a test scent, only available at certain stores across the nation. So the backstory with me getting this candle is that I had a friend on Facebook actually offer to sell me one of these for a really reasonable price, you know, just kind of like what she paid. I think it ended up being like $13 or something excluding shipping. Anyway, she sold it to me for a reasonable price because people were selling these on Mercari for like 30 or 20 or $25, somewhere in there. So I was not about to pay that, but I was able to get it, and here we are. So I think this is just only available at like certain stores around the nation. I know the person that got me this one lives kind of near the DC area, so probably got it from the DC test store, but this is what it looks like if you haven't heard of it. There's another test scent along with this one called Coastal Citrus, which is in like an orange wax. I haven't heard if that's a repackage or, you know, I haven't got the report on that, but here are the notes for this one. Right there, it is sunwashed cinnamon, coconut milk, clove buds, and cardamom. So this is a weird scent, straight up, like, okay, wow. Very, like, off the wall. I can kind of see why this didn't pass, because it's not, like, very mass appeal, I feel like. You know, chai kind of just, like, throw in some cinnamon, throw in a milky note, and call it a day. Well, at least to my nose, Bath & Body Works went off their rocker with this one, and it honestly comes across kind of like a powdery, like, floral, kind of grandma perfume scent, like I mentioned in, well, that's upside down, in the salt flower candle. I really get it in this one. Kind of like a Beach Cabana, that, like, soft kind of floral musk combination I get in here. Very bizarre. And, you know, the cinnamon also comes through on top of the grainy floral, and it's like a very, like, red hot kind of clove buds and, what is that scent? Cinnamon and clove buds or whatever from Christmas time. Definitely comes through in this one. It's just the most bizarre combination of, like, floral and cinnamon. Totally random, like, unlisted floral in here. If you've smelled this scent, let me know if you get a floral from it, because I promise you guys, I'm not making this up. I really get a floral from this. So, yeah, that is Island Chai right there, and that was my whole tropical collection haul. I think the only scent that I didn't get from this, what was it? I literally cannot remember. Oh, Ocean Driftwood, which is just a mahogany teakwood repackaged. So I'm not sure if I want to get that one, even though it's a really pretty, like, light yellow. So that was my tropical candle haul. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.